What's up, YouTube family? So I got a few little concerns. So I've been called transphobic a lot, especially here recently, lately, on the internet, on Facebook, shit like that, even at work, by some people. I guess I am. By definition, I looked at the definition, and I'm not reading off anything. This is just from what I remember. Earlier, I looked up the definition of transphobic, and I guess, yeah, I am transphobic. Transphobic means if you have any type of like disconcern or just anything that bothers you about people transitioning or taking artificial hormones and testosterone blockers in order to become a different type of sex other than the one that they were assigned to, or gender. Sex and gender is the same fucking thing too, by the way. Gender is not just a social construct. Gender is your sex, whether you're born with an XY chromosome or an XX chromosome. That's what makes male and female. With the small exception of people who are what they called intersex, meaning they were born with both male and female genitalia. This is very, very rare. You rarely see this happening. Back in my day, we used to call them hermaphrodites, but a hermaphrodite is not really a politically correct term, I guess. So here's the thing, y'all. This is what I really wanted to make this video for. A man cannot get pregnant. I'm going to say that again. A man cannot get pregnant. I'm going to say that for a third time in case you motherfuckers did not hear me. Or if it offends you, I don't care. The sky is blue and the grass is green. And men cannot get pregnant. Men do not have ovaries, nor do they have a uterus in order for the baby to travel through, nor do they have a vagina to push them out of. Now, this is my whole take about transgender people. I never wanted to make a whole video about the whole transgender thing, because to be honest, it's so much shit to talk about. It's so many different gray areas in that. You do have a condition called gender dysphoria. That's where a person is born. They develop in the mom's womb. Yes, the mother's womb, a woman's womb. That's where woman came from. The word woman is man with a womb, basically, which men don't have wombs. So a woman is something separate. Now, when you're developing in a woman's stomach, when you're being born, when you're cooking in that oven, what's happening is your brain and your body are both developing. There's certain nutrients, certain cells, all these things are starting to compact and combine together in order to form you, a human. Which this is just how life is. This is how life works. Reproduction. Very rarely, every once in a while, a child, a baby, a fetus, a living fetus, yes, fetuses are alive, they will develop a more of a effeminate brain, which is very similar or almost identical to that of a female's brain, while they're still developing the biology or the anatomy of a male. So what happens is they come out with a male body, but they have either female mindset or they have certain female hormones that are causing them to think and act and behave and feel like a woman. There is a transgender person, a trans woman, that's how I'm going to address her, at our job. Her name is Nadine. Now, we all know Nadine was born a man. It's obvious. It's obvious. Even she knows that. Now, you see, when it comes to pronouns, you see how I'm referring to this individual as she, because it's an out of respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my name's Jamal, but if I tell you my name's Bobby and I would like to be called Bobby, it would be rude for you to address me as anything other than Bobby. Now, unless it's something fucking ridiculous like, yo, call me Mac Daddy Big Dick Molly, then yeah, don't call me that. Because that's a ridiculous name, and no respectable man would ever address me as such. No woman with any dignity is gonna fucking refer to me as Big Mac Daddy, Big Dick Daddy Jamal, or whatever the fuck I said. No, like that's a ridiculous title for myself. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was the Big Dick Mac Daddy out here, I would not refer to myself as such. So for this trans person to take on the identity of a woman, and whatever this person's name was before, I'm not gonna put the person's business out, but I've heard some stories about the person. I heard they used to work here before they were trans woman, before they transitioned, and then they were very quiet, very depressed, never talked to anybody. Now that they have transitioned into more or less womanhood, you know, this person is more open. This person talks more, is just more of an outspoken person, and seems to be a lot happier as a woman than this person was as a man. I can respect that. Now, here's the thing. We all acknowledge Nadine as a woman, well, a trans woman, you know, but like I said, nobody's dwelling. Nobody treats this person different. Nobody says anything bad. I've never heard anybody make any jokes or say anything negative about this person. The thing is now, if somebody was to refer to Nadine as a man, if somebody said, dude, you're not a real woman, you're a man who has just got surgery to look and feel like a woman. Yeah, that person would be an asshole, but he would still be correct. Even though it may not be nice to do that or to say that to a trans person, it's still the truth. Listen, a fat person is still fat. By not calling him fat doesn't make him lose weight. Doesn't make the person more desirable. Doesn't make a person more healthy because you called a fat person skinny, or you said he's not fat, he's big boned, or he's just overweight. Something. No, it's the same thing. I can tell you I'm dark-skinned, even though I'm obviously light-skinned. If I say I'm dark-skinned, you would think there's something wrong with me, right? You would say, dude, are you either blind or just completely fucking delusional? I'm not dark-skinned. I'm light-skinned. It is what it is. There is, now, just because which I really don't, but like, let's pretend like I refer to myself as dark-skinned, or I acknowledge and identified myself as dark-skinned, or better yet, I perceive myself to be dark-skinned. That does not mean that you are obligated to perceive me as dark-skinned, because I'm perceiving myself as something that I'm not. And just because I feel this way does not mean that you have to feel that way. It doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you offensive, and it doesn't make you discriminative, and it doesn't mean you should lose your job or you should have your whole career canceled just because you don't agree with my delusion, because you're not sharing the same delusion that I share. So if I say a man cannot get pregnant, you know, basically what I'm saying is a trans man is not a real man, and a trans woman is not a real woman. Even though I know some trans people and they're cool people and we all get along, but guess what? Deep down in their mind, they know that they're not really what they have assigned themselves to be. You were whatever gender you were assigned at birth, that's what the fuck you are. So if that makes me transphobic, then guess what? I guess I'm transphobic. I'm transphobic and I'm proud. How about that? I'm proud to say that a man cannot get pregnant. I'm sorry if that bothers so many people, but I'm proud to say that only women can get pregnant and only a man can impregnate. Because men are born with an XY chromosome, which produces testosterone. Women are born with an XX chromosome, which produces estrogen, which makes them feminine and makes the men masculine. There's a certain up and down energy when it comes to femininity and masculinity. So what this certain individuals, it's not all trans people, but you got certain people who are so fucking selfish. Like, to me, I think in order for a female to want to change into a man, which listen, y'all, this whole transition thing is also bullshit, because you really cannot transition. To trans means to literally alter your state of existence. Like a transformer. They transform. First they're a car, now they're a fucking robot. They transform. You know what I'm saying? When you go somewhere and somewhere else, you transportate. You transport somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If I take money from my account and put it into your account, I have to transfer the money. Trans means to be from one state, to exist from one state to another. My thing is this. No matter how much surgery a woman gets, she will never be a man. And no matter how much surgery and artificial hormones and whatever type of fucking estrogen therapy they go through, a man will never, ever become a woman. You can have fake titties. You can have an ass. They could chop your dick off and turn it inside out and make it look and feel like a vagina. But you are not a woman. That doesn't mean I hate trans people. Doesn't mean I want to cause violence towards none of that. So reason I made this video, not only because people have called me trans, like I said, I don't care. I wear the word transphobic is a badge of honor to me, honestly. I'm gonna end up printing out a t-shirt that says I'm transphobic with a smiley face, and I'm gonna wear that motherfucker. I would wear it in here, but like I said, I don't want to offend one certain individual who is a trans woman, and I really like this person. Not in a homosexual way, motherfucker. Fuck you. I don't mean like that, but this person is a good, decent person. I will sit next to this person at lunch and have a whole conversation with this person. As long as there's boundaries, as long as they know there's certain things I'm not going to engage. There's certain conversations I'm not going to have with your ass. You know? But they had some politicians, man, you already know they Democrats. We already got about Democrat, Republican. They all the same. Ain't none of them better than the other. But what really, really bothers me about Democrats the most is they are pushing delusion. They are shoving delusion down everyone's throats. This bitch, I don't know who her name, and of course it's a black woman. It was Senator Halls, I think, or Senator Shaw. I can't remember the dude's name, but he was asking a question. He asked, can a man get pregnant? Now, the simple answer should have just been no. No, a man cannot get pregnant. Now, a trans man, a person who was born a female and got surgery to appear and feel like a man, yes, some of them still carry their eggs and ovaries and they can still get pregnant. But a man cannot get pregnant. A biological man is the only true man. And like a biological woman, the only true woman. This bitch said a man can get pregnant. Well, non-binary people is bullshit. It's bullshit. So if I dress up like a fucking dog and crawl around on all four barking at people, that makes me a dog, right? Right? You're zoophobic, or you're what is it? You're animal-phobic or something. What the fuck would you call that? Because I identify as a fucking animal and you don't recognize me as an animal? That the fuck out of here, bro. Just because you got surgery does not give you the right to dictate on how other people have to perceive you or how they have to identify. Just because you were born a woman and now you identify as a man does not mean I have to identify you as a man. Just like the whole Leah Thomas situation. Y'all know that shit was fake. Man, listen, bro, y'all know that was wrong. That was a whole dude with a fucking bulge, motherfucker's bulge bigger than mine. And you could see his bulge through his little fucking Speedies or spandex, whatever the fuck he was wearing, man. But I'm wrong for saying that that's not a fucking female. That's a goddamn dude. You right, he's not a man. You're right, he's a male, but not a man. Because there's certain honor that you have to carry in order to be a man. But I'm not going to make this video too long. I really just want to say that, y'all. You know, you don't have to be hateful to speak the truth. You don't have to be afraid to speak the truth. People are going to perceive you as being hateful because we live in a soft, fucked up society now where you're not even allowed to say what a woman is. You're not allowed to say what a man is. Matt Welsh, I think that's his name. Please forgive me if I mispronounce this dude's name. But he did a great documentary called What is a Woman? I advise everyone to watch that documentary. You will see some of the most sickest shit, man. And these people, man, I mean, it's just crazy, man. The way they do this shit, man. John Money, that is it. Remember that name. He's a fucking devil. He destroyed 2 twin boys' lives. They both committed suicide because of this man. He wanted to experiment with transgenderism and use 2 little boys as guinea pigs. Yes. So what I'm saying, man, I mean, like, you know, there's people who have gender dysphoria. There's people who have... But a lot of this shit is really just a big circus show. It's a lot of freakish people who just want to be and just have attention. And I think in order for a person to identify as a man and have a whole beard and shit and still end up and still give birth to a child, you're just being selfish. Now you're just mocking Mother Nature. Now you're just kind of doing whatever the fuck you want. So this whole trans shit is just out of control. Whatever happened to love who you are? The last thing I'm going to say, one thing I really hate about this trans community and this whole pro-trans and LGBT propaganda is that they don't teach you who the fuck you are. They don't. You know, love who you are. Improve yourself naturally. Like if a person's overweight, dude, exercise and eat healthy. That's the best way to lose weight. Don't go get fucking surgery, liposuction, because that's cheating. This is a real statistic. Most people who get liposuction surgery, they end up being fat again because they never actually changed their lifestyle and their diet and their habits. They only changed, they went for the quick instant gratification. So the same thing I'm going to say, man, when it comes to transgender people, they don't love who they are. Whatever happened to do, you're a man, you're a guy. Just get over it. If you're a man and you want to be a woman, you need to just accept that you're a man. You have a man's body. You can be gay, you can cross-dress, you can be as feminine as you want, but you have a certain duty as a man to be a man. When some shit breaks off, motherfucker, if a fight breaks out, motherfucker, you better be ready to get up and fight. Don't go run and cry like a little bitch. That's my thing. It's just like if a young girl, like if my daughter gets a certain age and say, Dad, my boobs aren't big enough. I want to have bigger boobs like the other girls. I'm going to tell her, no, you're fine just the way you are. Be who you are. Can you imagine you telling a little girl, well, if you don't like your titties, you can go get surgery and go get bigger ones. It's the same thing. If they're saying, fuck, don't love who you are. Get surgery and change who you are. So it's very hypocritical. All these pro-trans people are saying, why don't you need to learn to accept people for who they are. Is the fucking irony of a person who was born a man, wants to become a woman, telling you that you need to accept them for who they are. They don't even accept who they are. What the fuck? This shit is crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. But love yourself. Be who you are, y'all. Improve yourself. Always be the best version of yourself. Don't go get surgery to alter who you are. Love who you are, man. Love yourself. That's my thing. Love yourself. Because a lot of these alphabet people, they really don't love themselves. They don't. And they want you to not love yourself too. And we're going to talk about how a lot of these kids are being raised by weak-ass parents, and that's why they're so fucking disrespectful. Shout out to my brother, actually my cousin, Just Right. Go ahead and check out his podcast, Speak Yours, Speak Mine, because I'm going to speak mine, and you can speak yours. And he had a very good topic about kids being disrespectful and why kids are just out of fucking control nowadays. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, because a lot of the points I make here is basically the answer to that question. So, I will see y'all tomorrow. Remember, love yourself. Love who you are. Improve who you are. But don't alter yourself cosmetically. Don't get surgery to go change to try to make yourself fit how you think you should look. That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's not self-love at all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.